Hi, it's Rita Wilkins, again, the Downsizing Designer. So if you've made it this far, I just want to pause for a second and say thank you. And also that I'm proud of you because this journey is not easy and you've already taken two huge steps. The first one was identifying your sentimental clutter and then by digging deep into what those items really meant to you. And now we're ready for step 3, and that's called letting go of the guilt. And this one is where a lot of people get stuck. I remember helping a client, I'll just call her Barbara. She was going through her late husband's belongings. They'd been married for 40 years. She wasn't ready to let go of everything yet, and that's okay. But I'll never forget the moment that she picked up one flannel shirt and held it next to her face. And she looked at me and she said, I feel like if I get rid of this, I'm erasing him. And that's when I shared with her what I've told thousands of other people and what I learned myself. Your loved one is not in that shirt. They're in the memories, the moments, the impact that person had on your life. We attach so much emotion and meaning to the things that we're afraid of letting go means forgetting them. But letting go of the object is not the same as letting go of the person or the experience. So letting go without guilt starts with one important mindset shift. You're not dishonoring the loved one or your past by choosing to live lighter. In fact, you're honoring that life that you've lived with that person by making room for more life that you still have to live. And you might be holding on to your parents' dining room set, your children's baby clothes, or boxes of things that you haven't touched in years. Not because you love the item, but because you love the people and the memories behind them. And that's all valid. That's real, but here's the key. You don't need to keep the item, everything, because you want to keep the connection. The memory stays with you even when the object is gone. And you are allowed to move forward without the guilt, without the permission from anyone other than yourself. So one of the practices I use and share in my courses and coaching is to pause with each item, acknowledge its role in your life, and simply say thank you. Then ask, does that still serve any purpose in your life today or the one that you're creating for tomorrow? Letting go can actually be an act of love, a declaration that you're ready to live your life more fully with fewer things that are weighing you down. So today I invite you to try this with just one item, hold it, honor it, and then guilt-free say thank you, and it's time to let you go. So tomorrow we'll be taking on one step further. Step 4 is developing the tools to make this process faster, easier, and even more empowering. I'll be sharing what's worked for me and for so many others on this journey to a simpler, more intentional life. You're doing the hard work. That's the hard work. And you're not doing it alone. I'm right here with you every single step of the way.